Hello and welcome everyone to Alibaba Wholesale Profits, and in this video I'm here to teach you how to make profits on Alibaba itself and what you have to do it. So let's get started. Let's take a look at what is on sale and how much money we can actually make on Alibaba itself. So sometimes right in the front window you're gonna see exactly what is on sale. That's right, it says right there, clearance sale. Everything must go. Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on here. So I pressed on it. There was different kind of sections we are talking about. There was the jewelry, there was the fashion, toys, home and garden, and phone accessories. Stay away from phone accessories. You can never sell those. Those are so hard to sell. There's so much competition. It's not even worth your time. Jewelry and watch section. This is unique. This is different. The reason why I like it is quite simple. Have you ever had a girlfriend? If the answer is yes, just think how expensive she is. She's very expensive. She likes gifts, but one thing that girls are so awesome about is that they want you to put the time into getting the gift. They don't care how much it costs. In fact, even if you put and get her a very cheap gift, as long as you put the time to find what it is and you put a nice note card with it, she's gonna be really liking it. So that's all you really have to do. It is that simple. In fact, she would rather get 5 cheap gifts that are awesome looking than one you put a huge amount of time or money into. In fact, even worse, just getting one item that costs a lot of money and she doesn't like it versus 5 different things that you took a long time to figure it out. So let's get started. Let's take a look at some things you can get here. And if you go to a jewelry store, some of those items are going to be costing you a huge amount of cash. So here is one product I just found right now. Now this looks actually cool. This is an earring, but the feedback rating for it looks really bad. There's like one person who bought it and the transaction level doesn't look good, although the item looks okay. Now, when you get an item that looks like this with a bad feedback, and we were looking exactly what the issue is. So he never received the package that he ordered. So definitely he will be unhappy here. So I don't like those kind of things on sale where the person doesn't have a transaction history. Although, here's an interesting fact. There's one review for this item, but if you're looking at the product sold, there is 39,000 products that are sold, but there was only one feedback rating, which means very simple. There's a lot of those products that got sold, but only one person went about and left a review for it, although there is a lot more sales here, which actually leads me to believe this item is actually safe to buy. So I pressed on it just to look at how many items are actually selling out of all those huge amount of sales that he had. So we have 40 different ratings that actually showed up versus there were so many items that were sold. This is just weird. And we're having 4 people who are unsatisfied with this product itself, which is 9%. That's pretty high. That's a very high amount of unhappy people for a product that this is just weird, because the weird thing is we have a rating which is very low, and then we have a huge amount of products that have been sold. So it really doesn't add up here. So I'm staying away from this seller because he might not be a trustworthy one. So here's another product that I like here. I pressed on this one. We are checking the reviews just in case there's 28,000 people who actually bought this product itself. Let's take a look at what we got here. Transaction history. Let's take a look at this. A lot of people are buying it, but they're not buying one piece here. They're buying like a huge amount of pieces. 1, 35, 2, 3, 5. It looks like somebody is making money with this because they keep on buying it. So this item might be something I should get. That's how you judge by looking at how this product goes. And it is on sale, 20% off. We're talking about $253 per item, which is pretty good price. Now, usually when you buy more, you save more, and here we are talking about a little bit less for getting 10 products for 50 products, we are saving a little bit more, like only like 10 cents or so. 100 products, now we're talking about a real sale. Now, until this item proves itself and you know for sure that you can resell it for more cash, there is no need for you to get wholesale more than at least 1 or 3 products. I would not go any higher than this. In fact, I like to get just one, because with one product we can test it out, we can see the market, and if it works out, I go back and I buy more. Next thing that you want to look at is, of course, the images themselves. If you look at the initial images of this product, you see there is a logo right under it, which means you can't even use it if you're going to go and resell this yourself, unless you get a photographer, or you can take macro photography and do it yourself. Some of you guys probably can't. So what I suggest for you to do is to keep looking down in this page, because sometimes what actually going to happen is that you can get, and you can go, when you press on it, we're pressing on it right now, we're looking at if we can reuse this product. We can't do it here. Let's go and just look at the bottom of the page itself and take a look at this. When we looked at the bottom of the page, we are seeing the same images without any copyright protection to them. So there was nothing in here that actually shows that this is someone else actually been using it. There was no logo on it. You don't have to remove it, and you can just go about and you can post this in your listing itself, because when you're selling this, you're selling this on eBay, and when you're selling it on eBay, you're using those images. You're not using it because one thing to keep in mind, that if you're reusing the same images as in the product picture, you're using, one thing to keep in mind, that since we're reusing the same exact product pictures themselves, and those pictures are coming from this site and they're not coming from anywhere else, we are posting them from Alibaba to eBay itself, so you can't really get in trouble using this method. Now, the next thing you want to do is, of course, to copy and paste this product and save it on your desktop, and of course this doesn't let me. So the simplest way for you to do is quite simple. Take a screenshot of this image itself, post it up there and try to sell it, and see if it works for you, and if it does, you can go and redo it again. So this is the great way for you to make cash, and of course use as little as you can amount of effort when it comes to product photography and everything else. Next thing we're going to be doing is very simple. We're going to be looking at what kind of things we can go and find on Alibaba that we can make even more money on, and this is the simplest thing that we can do. We're looking for accessories to popular products that we can resell for more money. Now, GoPro itself, it is an expensive product, but it has accessories to it. A lot of people love accessories for the products they're buying. So they spend a lot of money on GoPro itself, which is around 300 bucks or so. Now you have to get the accessories. Some of those are very, very expensive. And the type of accessories that I totally suggest for you to buy is, first of all, to take a look at what we have here, but the number one accessory that people love to get with the GoPro itself is going to be the selfie stick. That's right, the selfie stick. People love the selfie sticks, and I saw those in the store. I went to Marshall and I tried to get a selfie stick for myself. You know how much they cost? Around 20 bucks or even 15 or so. Over here we are talking about only $4.50. So that's a good price. Now, here is the only issue we have here. Do we really need to buy 50 of those in order to actually get started? Let's press on start order and see. Now I pressed on it, and here we are talking about getting a lot of units here, and I just want one piece. So I changed it to one piece, and it seems that it is totally okay with it, which is kind of cool. So I can get one piece here, and I can send them a message that I need a sample product to test out before I can get a lot more of them. I don't want to buy 50 of them until I figure out if one item itself is going to work. If you get one, it's going to work for you, awesome. But if you get like a lot of them, like 50 of them, and then you find out nobody is buying them at your price, now you're stuck with overhead merchandise. You don't want to do that. So I got one item. I see that I can order it. Now I go back into this. I want to see if I can reuse the images. As usual, that's what I do. I double check the transactions here. Here is 60 transactions we're talking about. Transaction level 3 stars, it's good. We have 6 years of marketing and selling done by this company. That's awesome as well. Let's go into transactions just to double check before we do any business with anyone on Alibaba. We want to make sure that the product itself is good and the transaction history is good as well. So I pressed on this. I want to see if there is any reviews or what's going on here. Anything that I can see that looks suspicious or not. It looks alright to me. There is nothing here that tells me that I shouldn't be doing business with this person. So I like this. I like this site. I like the in-use images of the product itself. I like that I can potentially use some of those images on my own item that I'm gonna be trying to sell. I pressed on it. I want to see if I can maybe take a screenshot of this if I do need to use it. But overall, I do recommend for you to get a photographer to do this for you. Just mail this product to the photographer who you're gonna use, maybe even myself, and then I'll get you amazing pictures of this product itself, and it's definitely gonna sell for a lot more money. Because it's not very good to reuse the same exact images, especially when you're selling this on eBay. Let's say, for example, you're doing this and about 20 or 30 other sellers are doing the same exact thing. So you want to stand out. Plus, here is the only other issue I have with this product. It is always showing it in use with the GoPro itself. When you're selling it, you want to have it without the GoPro actually shown here. So that's just one product that we are thinking about getting. Let's go back. Let's find what other accessories we can use for the GoPro itself. I pressed on GoPro again. I go down. I'm going to be looking for something else that fits and is probably a good item to get. Here is another one. Handheld mini video camera stabilizer for DSLR and smartphones, including GoPro itself. This looks like a cool product. I pressed on it. I'm looking at only 2 transactions. Both of them are a lot of money that we're talking about. The transaction level is pretty low. That's not good. We don't want bad reviews. We don't want somebody who is doing bad business. So we're getting out of this one. Let's go down again. Take a look what else we have here. Flexible arm jaw clamp. That's awesome product right there. I could definitely use this myself. Actually, I like this, and in fact, I should buy one for myself. I like it that much. So transaction level 2.5 stars. That's pretty decent. 40 transactions. We're talking about $50,000 of items actually sold, the same exact item. So this item proved itself. It is working. Let's press on start order, and let's take a look at what's going on here. And of course, it's giving me the same exact issue here. 42 bucks. Get a lot of them. Let's change it to one item. And the same exact deal you're doing here. You're sending them a note, you're asking them for a sample product, you're asking them if you can just buy one product to test it out. So you want to test the market, see how it goes. If this works well for us, great, we're going to be doing business with the seller. If this item doesn't sell well and we can get at least 15 or 16 bucks for it, or at most maybe 12 or something like that, then this is not a good product. So if you're just breaking even on it, that's not good. If you make double the money or triple the money, yeah, I like that. So triple the money is what I'm usually shooting for, and if I get double the money, I'm pretty good with this as well. Let's take a look what else we have here that we can use. And I like to always browse back. I like to things that stand out, and when they stand out, I want to get them. Something that I want to get for myself is definitely something I can resell and make cash on it. And you might say, why am I shopping for myself? It is because when you shop for yourself, you know that you would get it. You know you would use it. And if you know that you will get it and you would use it, it means that someone else might get it and use it as well. I'm not looking for anything expensive. I'm not looking for anything that costs too much money. I'm looking for something useful. That's right. And if it is useful to me, it is probably useful to somebody else. Here's a selfie stick. We're talking about 2.5 bucks for set. And the reviews are not good. The transaction level is not that great. Let's see, there's one transaction here. Response is only 53%. This is not something I would want to do business with. I just want to just take a look at what's going on here. Pressing on the transaction profile itself and why they have the score, the low score. So the low score here, what it actually means is the volume. And the more volume it is, the more items that the person actually sells. So think about this way. If the bigger score we have here, the more items that the person sells, that means that that's a good product. If the product is not selling this good, it might mean that the product is not really selling that well, and then you might not want to do business with this person. Also, you're looking at the reviews. There's only one transaction we are talking about, so only one person potentially just bought a lot of this product, like $2,000 or so of this product itself. So I'm not sold on this product that much, and I don't like the way the images of it actually look like. I just want to show you what's something I am not gonna get. Let's go back in here, take a look at what else we got here, if we can find something else that might be fancy enough for me to get for the GoPro itself. This one looks pretty cheap. So let's go back up here. So we checked out the GoPro itself, and now we're going to be looking for my favorite item of all times, DJI drone. That's right, the drone itself. Now we're not looking for the drone itself here at all. What I'm looking for is a storage case for the drone that might be actually useful. I might be looking for some kind of a bag for the drone itself. I might be looking for some other accessories that we can get for the Mavic itself. Here's the real Mavic. I would rather buy it from a real company. I'm not sure if I would buy it from somebody who is a reseller that reselling it on Alibaba itself. I wouldn't trust the price. It costs the same amount as it is sold anywhere else. So why even you should even get something here? But what I'm looking for, I'm trying to find an accessory for it. Maybe like a backpack, maybe something that looks unique and different that I could actually use. Don't ever get batteries that are not EOM. This could potentially be like a fake battery for the charger itself. That's a bad idea. You get a fake battery, it could have files, it can have issues. I would not trust and do business like that. Now here is a backpack for DJI Phantom. Now this is potentially an item that we can actually get. So here's the backpack itself. Let's see how much it costs here. That's actually really cheap. $5. Oh, $10 per set. Are you kidding me? Let's press on start order and see. Okay, so $10 for this item. What are we getting here? Okay, why is it 10? So we get this case here right now. That's all we are getting. We are not getting what's in the picture. We are not getting the form inside of it. So what is the point? So we were getting the item here without the form, and you can't put the DJI Phantom in here because it got no form protection. So you got to buy this separate. So unless they have it together, there's no point of me to go about and buy this pack. You have to always read. You have to make sure what you're getting here is exactly what you want, and don't make a mistake just rushing into buying an item until you check out what it actually is. Let's look at what else we have here. We have cases, we have toy parts. Let's go to tool cases. See what we have here going on here. Here's another one, and I don't like this either, and I like that one, but I think it's expensive. Let me just make sure. So I have one of those cases myself for my drone. I want to know what I'm getting here. So we have this plastic case here that can carry the DJI itself. The price is kind of cheap, but what are we getting here is the question. Are we getting exactly what we're looking for? If this is exactly what I'm looking for and I'm getting it for this price, that is an awesome product that I can get, because I can resell this for a lot more money. So we're getting this whole case here for the DJI drone, just the case. So if somebody gets the drone, you have the case for them. And this looks pretty good. US military standard, China military supplier, and looks like really good product here we're talking about. So the next thing we want to do is to make sure that this product itself, we're getting what we want. And let's press on start order. Let's take a look at it. Okay, 99 bucks. Now, this item is great, but the price is just a little bit steep, because I can get this in United States for maybe the same price, maybe a little bit higher, but we're not getting that much of a deal. So here's my suggestion for you. In case you want to do business with this person, send them a note, send them a message, ask them if they can lower the price to 50. Let's see what happens. Sometimes they will actually give you it for a lot lower price. Sometimes they will send you like a sample item for lower price than it goes for. You can try it and see what happens. But for that price and how it went about, look at this. It says from $1 to 99 piece. So it totally deceived me right there. So I'm not really trusting this person after taking a look at it. So the joint suppliers, those things didn't work out. But the DJI one didn't work out as well. What did work in this video is the jewelry. We found a very good deal on some jewelry. And then what else we found here that worked for us very well was going to be the supplier itself for GoPro, the selfie stick. So we found a few items that you guys can actually use and start to make some profit on it. Now we found some items that we should be avoiding. And of course, just think about this. If you find every single day just a few awesome products that you can reuse and make money with it, eventually you will be successful with Alibaba itself. So see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoy everything you learned in this one.